And lastly is the flood. So this is definitely kind of what you'll begin with, because it's what goes on the bottom, the base of the cookie. It's what gives it that nice, flat, shiny look that you see. And a flood isn't just used for the base, it can be used for other parts of it too, but it is typically always used as a part of the base. There might be a little bit of hybrid or that medium that we just made in a base as well, but if you're just looking for kind of a flat base on your cookie, flood is what you will need. And it's definitely the most relaxing too. So same as all the others, I'm just gonna add some water. I'm not doing a great job mixing in my color because I'm just using the demo, but I'll try to do a little better job. So I'm gonna start by adding 2 teaspoons because with the hybrid that I just made, that middle consistency, the puffy one, I used 2 teaspoons in that. So I know for sure that will be safe for this one, because I used about the same amount of icing. And so what you're looking for with your flood is for the icing to run back into itself super easily without you having to do a whole lot of work. So I'm gonna add like a half of a teaspoon more and see how that does. I'm gonna go just the rest of my teaspoon. And that looks like it's going to flow right back into itself. That's what you want, because you want your flood to easily flatten itself out without you having to do a whole lot of work. You'll have to use your scribe a little bit, and you might need to shake it a little bit, but you'll notice that it will flow back into itself and get super, super flat. So that's my flood consistency. So same as I have, you're gonna bag it. Anyway. And you'll notice that sometimes there's some air bubbles, especially in the flood. And if you're noticing that, you can put a damp paper towel over the top of it for a few minutes, 10 minutes or whatever, and it will have a bunch of bubbles up on the top, and you'll just be able to get those bubbles out just kind of by going like this, and it will get all the bubbles out. That way it's nice and free flowing. And you'll notice this one, when this one goes into the cup, it really flows right out. Okay. And for this one, this is the solid, the bottom, the base, that flat, shiny look. And just like the other ones, you'll snip the edge just flat and small. But for this one, you'll notice that when it comes out, I mean, it comes out very easily. And then when I'm kind of oozing it around, when I'm flooding, it will pretty much even itself out so that you'll have a nice flat shape without having to do a whole lot of work. And you can just kind of see that it oozes back into itself. And after a few seconds, if you're either feeling impatient or you feel like maybe your flood was a little bit too thick or you didn't get it close enough to the edges, you can go in with your toothpick or your scribe if you have one and just even it out so that it fills up all of the edges. So that really shows you pretty clearly the difference between the flood, that puffy look. You can probably see that this is pretty flat while this stays relatively puffy. And then the texture, detail, consistency that you can use for writing or you can use for detail. Now, I mentioned that you can use that puffy middle hybrid for writing if you wanted to. So let's see. And like I said, I've kind of found that I'm liking this more and more. It has to be a pretty stiff middle, otherwise the lettering will ooze a little bit and it will change shape a little bit. But as long as you have it a pretty thick consistency, it will stay shape. So those are your 3 consistencies that you will need for my classes, but also for pretty much any royal icing cookie you could ever dream of. These are the 3 consistencies that you'll need. If you have any questions, let me know.